guys, welcome to Carol's Universe, Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on another reading. I thought I would do another all signs reading. Kind of trying to get myself back into the groove of recording again. And yes, it isn't kind of per sign because at the moment I don't really have time to do that. But if I get a chance on the weekend to start the monthlies ahead. But then again, we're into May next week, aren't we? Is it May next week? Yeah, we are. Bloody hell, we're into May next week. I don't know whether I'm going to get any monthlies out on time, but I've got a few ideas of what I want to do with the readings on the channel. So I'm going to be putting some stuff out there. It's going to be coming up soon for whoever wants to watch it. I am happy for whoever wants to see it. And whoever wants to comment, feel free. But I thought I would come back with a love reading, actually. I'm using my Modern Love Tarot by Ethany. She's a YouTuber. She creates some of the most stunning tarot and oracle decks I've ever seen. I got this actually in 2020. This took me about 3 months to get hold of. It was during the pandemic, like when it was really bad and post was terrible. But yeah, this is all the way from Canada. I'm in the UK, obviously, and I'm just kind of like, I really love, this is the deck that I use for all, clients that come for readings on love. This is the only deck I use for love readings because I love it so much now. Let me just quickly open up the deck. This is the actual box. It comes in this beautiful kind of clasp box. I mean, it's just so well made. The quality is off the chain. I've been buying, oh my goodness, I must have bought hundreds of decks over the last few months. The majority have been indie decks and not mass market. I have a lot of mass market, but I just thought I'd like to buy a lot of indie decks. And some are good, some are terrible, and some are brilliant. And this is one of the best ones I've bought. The quality is incredible. I'm doing a bit of a review here before I do the reading, but the quality, look at that box. The cards, sorry, it's a bit scuffed inside there, but it doesn't matter. It's just a really good quality box. The feel of it is lovely. Yeah, it's a bit scuffed there, but it doesn't matter. The cards are bigger than usual. They're more oracle-sized deck for tarot, but I prefer bigger tarot cards. I always have done. I don't mind the standard size, but I think if you've got beautiful artwork, I prefer it on a bigger card. And then you've got the booklet here. Small, but extraordinarily thick. And as you can see here, she's got different kind of categories. So for example, if you're doing a reading and you're you're ready for love and a certain card comes up, for example, what card is this? This is the Page of Swords. So she gives you the general love meaning. Then she says, if you're single and loving it, that card shows up for you. That's what that means. If you're ready for love and you're dating, that's what Page of Swords would mean. Committed relationship, that's what it means there. Struggling relationship, that's what it means. And then sort of an overall conclusion. I love this book. I haven't read it all the way through because I'll be honest with you, whenever I buy a new deck, I don't tend to read the book that goes. I just don't. I just want to delve straight in and use my own intuition. So there's, I've read some of it. It's really good, brilliant, love it. So compact, excellent. I'll keep this open, keep this on my desk just in case I'm kind of like get a bit stuck on what I think something might be, because I read visually. So often when I look at the visualization of a card, when I look at the card visually, read the imagery in a reading, sometimes I think, but that doesn't fit in with what I'm thinking the rest of the spready. So I often go there for that. But other than that, I don't really use the booklet. I really just like to use my own knowledge of the cards, my own intuition, and what the visual cue points as well. Or the visual cues. Okay, so we're going to do in the same vibe as we did the general reading, guys. What is the message that all signs, everybody that's come to this video today, love-wise, over the next few weeks, what is it that everybody needs to be focusing on concerning love over the next few weeks? What does everybody need to be focusing on concerning their love lives over the next few weeks? The next thing is, in 3 cards, how do you advise? What do you advise the people watching this video concerning the situation? How are you advising? What should they be doing concerning this situation? What is the advice in 3 cards, please? And how they handle this situation, please? What's the situation you need to be focusing on over the next few weeks then, guys? Remember, it's a general reading. The Queen of Wands. I mean, it could be a person, because it's court cards. So court cards often refer to people. But also the Queen of Wands is confidence and passion and desire. And I just feel that when I look at this card, it's a, because I don't want to be too kind of general, too kind of like honed in, because not everybody is dating a Queen of Wands. Not everybody is interested in a Queen of Wands. Some of you guys, it might be a person that needs to be focused on. Maybe this is a third party for some of you guys, or maybe this is even yourself. Maybe there's a need to focus on your own attractiveness, your own confidence in love, what you're attracting coming in, because she's attractive. She attracts things in. But also with the Queen of Wands, I find her to be a card about just desire and passion. So there's a need to, I think, with the Queen of Wands energy, to focus on what your desires and passions are concerning love. Perhaps there is a need to focus on what you're actually attracting into your life and how you're attracting it. What are you experiencing underneath this card here? Well, there's a lot of bliss here. The Nine of Cups shows up as contentment and bliss and satisfaction. So some of you guys are experiencing perhaps some satisfaction within a relationship. And the Nine of Cups would talk about personal satisfaction. If you get that with the Two of Cups, somebody's really satisfied in a relationship. Let's have a look at what the next card is. I think that some of you guys are feeling really satisfied with this individual here, with the Nine of Cups and the King of Coins, because the King of Coins is, and I don't want to just read it, for example, that it's, you know, I'm reading purely for a heterosexual audience, or, you know, purely for a female audience, a female heterosexual audience, or perhaps, you know, a female lesbian audience, you know, not lesbian audience, what I'm talking about, because it's a king there, that's a male. But yeah, heterosexual, sorry, is what, or sorry, I meant to say, or a male, maybe homosexual audience or something. I don't want to kind of leave any sort of sector out. I really don't. But this looks like satisfaction with this individual here, because we've got another court card. And the King of Coins is... the King of Coins is, in a love reading, he should be a really good partner. Okay, works a little bit too hard, but the King of Coins is loyal, he's committed, he is reliable, he's a provider, he's generous. The King of Coins in a love reading, this is the type of dude that's going to take you out for a meal, something nice to eat. This is the type of dude that is going to, you know, take you wherever you want to go. He's just going to lavish, he or she, because I guess you can read kings and queens as males or females, whatever, but he or she is going to take you out and they're going to really treat you, because that's the King of Coins. He is about the material. He's also about the physical. So this is a very good lover. This is somebody who is very sensual, enjoys, you know, sex and intimacy and that type of thing. And with the Nine of Cups, there's a lot of pleasure here, I think some of you guys might be experiencing around this individual here. If that's not the case, you need to focus on attracting that in, because if the Queen of Wands is about attracting something towards you, then maybe there's a need to focus on, if you haven't got this, there's a need to focus on attracting this energy in. Yeah, this is really lovely energy. It's beautiful. It really is beautiful. I mean, you know, you've got an Empress, you've got the King of Coins. This is, you know, this is provider, this is nurturer. They complement each other very, very well. For example, think about it this way. When the King of Coins comes in, and I don't mean to be sexist, remember it can be male or female, but King of Coins comes in from a hard day work, whether that's a male or a female for you. And the Empress, what this Empress will then do is the Empress will take their shoes off, the Empress will run them a bath, the Empress is going to kind of put some food on, the Empress is going to rub their toes, because she's the nurturer of the relationship. But also with the Empress energy, it's about joint attraction, a joint desire, joint love. There's a what's the word I'm looking for? When you've got an Empress energy, it's like a Two of Cups. There's committed love here. Two people feel the same when you got the Empress showing there. They've got the similar desires to one another. This is all about nurturing a relationship as well with the Empress. So what we've got here is a contented, satisfying, sensual relationship, one in which there is a great deal of nurturing and love and care with the Empress energy. And I think that really how I'm going to actually frame this reading now, guys, is just so it makes a bit more sense, is to say that this, what you need to do is you need to focus on attracting this in. Okay, so I think I'm going to do this reading for those of you who feel that you don't have that type of love. Because as I say, the Queen of Wands is the attraction point. She's attractive. She's always attracting what she wants in. So I think that there is a need to focus on attracting in a happy, contented, sensual relationship with a really loyal, committed partner. One in which you can both nurture this relationship with the Empress energy showing there. Yeah. See, you've got the Empress and you've got the Ace of Coins. Now that's pregnancy. That is the implantation of the seed, and we're nurturing what's inside. So this would often be a pregnancy combination as well. So what she's doing is she's nurturing this seed. So this is a relationship that is not only happy and satisfying, a satisfying, happy relationship with a loyal and committed partner, one in which you can start nurturing a seed and building on that with the Ace of Coins showing there. Oh, 2 kings. Interesting. Well, I would say that this is more, and I'm not going to read it as, because she's not about choice. Right? She's not about choice. And yeah, we do have 2 kings in the reading, but you don't have to read court cards as people all the time. Okay? Because the focus is on this, the Queen of Wands. Okay? Now, the thing is, I could read it 2 ways. She isn't really about choice, but perhaps there is a need for some of you guys to assert yourself a little bit here. Perhaps there's a need to, because not one of these cards would be about choice. Every single one of these cards in a love reading is a good card. Every single one of them is fantastic when you get it in a love reading. You know, the Nine of Cups is about satisfaction in love. The King of Coins is about a loyal, committed partner, somebody who is a provider and who is generous. One of the best, and you've actually got two of the best lovers in the tarot are the King of Cups and the King of Coins. The Empress is about nurturing a relationship. The Ace of Coins is, yes, it's commitment, but it's also about a seed. And with the Empress, we're nurturing this seed. We're building this relationship. We've planted this seed. We've started something within this relationship, and we're nurturing it into something long-term. And the King of Cups is about unconditional love. So I actually am going to read that King. I'm going to read it perhaps 2 ways. I don't see choice. However, there may be a need for some of you guys to really, with this Queen of Wands energy, utilize your power and confidence. Because perhaps some of you guys do have a couple of people here. Maybe there is a choice between 2 individuals, the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups. Perhaps there needs to be a confidence, perhaps, in terms of choosing which one you'll be able to nurture this seed with. Which one do you feel happiest with? Who is it that you're going to be able to nurture and build a relationship with? Because the Ace of Coins is building and this is nurture. So for some of you guys, there is going to be I'll read it 2 ways. I think for some of you guys, over the next few weeks, there is a need to really kind of assert yourself with the Queen of Wands energy. Take your power back. Be strong, because she's all of those things, and be confident in terms of making choices. Because some of you guys, it may be that there are a couple of people here. Could be an earth sign and a water sign, doesn't have to be, but they're 2 very good choices. I wouldn't want to have to choose between either one of these people, because in love, they're both exceptional. Both of them. And both of them are generous in their own ways. This one, King of Coins, is generous with material stuff. Very kind, very generous, can really take care of you. The King of Cups is generous in terms of his feelings and his love and his kindness and his empathy and sympathy and understanding. So both of them have a lot going for them. So perhaps what the universe wants you to do, guys, for some of you, whoever this applies to, it wants you to assert yourself as the Queen of Wands energy. Okay? And really have confidence in yourself. Have confidence that you can choose between both of these individuals here, because perhaps there is a need to choose which one will bring the greatest satisfaction, the most satisfaction, and which one will you be able to, not only which one will bring the greatest satisfaction, but who is it that you're going to be able to start nurturing and building a life with for the long term. So there's a choice that needs to be done there. So I actually feel that even though we don't have a decision card here, I certainly do feel that one of the ways that we could explain this combination is the need to decide. Because I think for some of you guys, if you don't have it now, over the next few weeks or perhaps even months, it may be that you have a couple of people coming in who are equally going to be able to fulfill your needs. And there's going to be you're going to have to really kind of be strong and assertive and confident, okay, when making a choice between who will bring the most satisfaction and who you will be able to not only bring the most satisfaction, but who is it that you're going to be able to nurture and build a life with going forward, because these are two quite formidable lovers. I love both the King of Cups and the King of Coins in a love reading, because you know that you're not going to have to worry at all with either one of those individuals, not in the least. They're both perfect as lovers going forward. Yeah, he can be a little bit quiet, I know, and he can be somebody who is completely focused on business. So they both have their, drawbacks. I won't lie, they do. But in the main, they're great, great partners. And I wouldn't want to be this. I wouldn't want to be in your shoes if this resonates with you in terms of having to choose whichever person this is, because they're both brilliant. The other way that I could see this reading, though, in terms of kind of where I feel that you should focus, is on your desire with the King of Wands, Queen of Wands energy. So if you don't have this, you will want to probably focus on your desires to have both, because in a way, when you think about it, if this isn't a choice between two people, then it's definitely kind of focusing on your desire to have an amalgamation of both of these things. Because to have a King of Cups and to have a King of Coins all in one person is, to me, heaven. Not only have you got a generous, committed, loyal, understanding type in terms of the King of Coins energy, somebody who is a hard worker, somebody who's always going to want to be there for you, provide for you, want to kind of share your values, want to uphold your values, all of those good things, who wants marriage, children, all of those things. You've also got somebody who's very loving and very kind, and somebody who will understand you, and somebody who won't care what you look like in the morning, because that's the King of Coins. The King of Coins the King of Cups. King of Cups is not a shallow type. He's not. He's really kind of, he doesn't care. He won't care he or she won't care what you look like in the morning. They'll just love you for you. So what I would then say as well is, if you don't have love and you want love, then really, in a way, this is almost like the law of attraction in a way. I think that one of the things the other thing that you need to focus on, guys, is what is your desire? What are the desires that you hold? Okay, focus on your desire to have an amalgamation of these two. The generous and the kind. Both generous in their own ways, materially and emotionally. Focus on your desire to have this type of an individual here. Focus on your desire to have somebody who can bring you happiness and satisfaction. And again, someone that you can nurture and build a lifelong relationship with. I guess in terms of the advice card, so let's go back to scenario 1. If this is a case of needing to have the confidence to make a decision between two perfectly viable options, King of Coins and the King of Cups, in terms of who is going to bring the most happiness and who you can nurture and build a relationship with, what is the advice? What should be the next step? Two of Coins, I certainly feel, obviously this is a decision card as well. You're weighing things up. So there is going to be a need to weigh up. What should you weigh up? How you're connecting in with this individual. Okay, weigh up it's not just about weighing up. I think because there are two people here, you need to weigh up, who do you feel the closest to? The Two of Cups. Let's just bring these cards up. Who do you feel the closest to? Who do you feel the most connected to? Who do you feel an emotional connection to the most? Because the Two of Cups is all about emotional connections. So there's going to be a need to weigh up who you feel the most emotionally connected to out of either one of these dudes here. And who you can exchange, who do you feel that you can exchange your values with? Because if you look at this Six of Coins, look at it. We have this woman here has a blue box, this woman here has a yellow one. In the yellow one, she's giving this lady a gift of pentacles. In the blue box, this woman is giving the gift of hearts. So they both have two different types of values, but they're exchanging these values. So it's about sharing values. So I think if you have a choice between two partners, guys, there's going to be a real need to weigh up, okay, who can I share my values with in this relationship? Okay, weigh up not only who you connect with on an emotional basis the most, but also who you can share your values with. So in a way, you know, if you think about it, there's two different types of values going on here. One heart, one pentacles on the card. They're two completely different things. But who is it that's going to accept you for who you are and what you hold dear and what you value? Now, for the other one, if we're looking at desire, the other way that we explain this is desire and attraction. So if this isn't about two people, then this is about an amalgamation of two individuals here. Okay. If this is about attraction, and the focus over the next few weeks, guys, needs to be on who you're attracting in, or there needs to be a focus on how you're attracting people, who you're attracting, what is your desire? Because some of you guys do desire to have a happy relationship, a happy, joyful, that's you in the bath, happy, joyful relationship with somebody who shares the trait of a King of Coins and a King of Cups. Somebody who is kind and generous, loving and sweet. Somebody who, again, you can nurture and build a relationship, you can have children with in the future. What is the advice on how you go about this? The advice is the Two of Coins and the Two of Cups. Date around until you find somebody who you can share your values with, and vice versa. You know, and also alternate who you're dating, because the Two of Coins is alternating and this is dating. So chop and change up. Don't just stick to the same old tired type. Change up the type of dude that you're dating, the type of individual, you know. Look at something a bit different, getting a little bit creative, which is what the Two of Coins is as well. It's about switching things up. So switch up who you're dating a bit. It's all about finding someone that you can share your vision with, share your passions with. Yeah, that's where the reading is right now. That's what's happening, guys. Really enjoyed doing that reading, that love reading. Going to be back with some really good stuff, hopefully, in the next few weeks. So keep your eyes out for that, guys. And as I say, I'll be on as and when I can come on, and as and when the spirit takes me to come on, because I run Carol's Universe, the website, which I really enjoy working with my private clients and things like that. I do enjoy YouTube, but, you know, if I'm not around, don't get alarmed. You know, even if I'm not around for months, I'm always going to come back, always. And I'm always around. And for those of you that consistently write to me and say, are you still doing private readings? Haven't heard from you. I am. I run the business. The business still goes. So that, you know, you can always, if you want to order a reading, you can always order from the website, www.carolsuniverse.com. But it's just that sometimes I'm not on YouTube because I'm either working on my business or I'm doing an amalgamation of things, you know. So, you know, if I'm not on, it's not because, you know, God willing, I'm ill or anything like that. You can never tell, really, because touch wood. But it's because I just, you know, sometimes I just don't feel it. And I think if you're not feeling something, you shouldn't be doing it. Do you see where I'm coming from? I'll always love tarot because I run a business in tarot and I really, really, really love it. And I'm learning astrology at the moment and things like that because I want to start doing birth charts and things like that. But at the end of the day, I always feel that if your heart's really not into doing something at the time, I always think it's good just to take a break. I think that's the best thing. And I'm really glad that I did that break because now I've come back and I feel a lot more revitalised and energised and that type of thing. All right. Love you guys loads. I'll see you soon. And yeah, if you'd like to order a reading, go to www.carolsuniverse.com. The link is in the description or in the comments below. All right. Take care, guys. Love you. Bye.